Oh, Gersbum, however green your branches. Welcome back to Coffee Chit Chats with Cass. It's me, your host here, with her coffee and a Christmas tree in a flannel onesie, because we is festive as heck. The first sip truly is the sweetest. Let's do a phone check here, make sure we're on Silencio. And now we are. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It's a special holiday episode of Coffee Chit Chats with Cass, which means that instead of my regular coffee, I have my Save Dunkin' Donuts coffee in a Pioneer Woman mug. And instead of creamer, I have opted in for the Califia Farms dairy-free nog. So cheers, everyone, even though I already took a sip. So I'm already kind of rude. So it's almost Christmas, as you can tell by this festive tree I have here with me as my special guest. And yeah, it has been one heck of a week. In the last episode I had mentioned that I was going to be doing some Christmas shopping, and I don't know if I had led on to this detail, but on Monday, I want to say of last week, I had little to no Christmas presents, and now I am done Christmas shopping. So thank you, Amazon. Hashtag not sponsored, but you really came in clutch this year for making sure that everybody got their presents. So no spoilers here. I can't tell you guys what everybody's getting because my family watches this, so no spoilers for you, nosy little beaches. But yeah, everybody is on their way almost to town to come have Christmas with us. So where are you? Hurry! I need my family. Clearly I'm very just awake and a little loopy doop before the cough. So it is Christmas in 2 days, so happy Christmas Eve, as Phoebe says in a Christmas episode of Friends. And so we have all our presents, my family's coming, and so I thought this week it would only be fitting to go over maybe some like Christmas traditions and like what we usually do with my family for Christmas, because you know, it's just something to chit chat about. So usually I don't think I've ever missed a Christmas, not to, you know, suckle on my own duckle or anything. But I don't think I've ever missed a Christmas with my family. And the reason why is because even when I was in college and I wouldn't come home for Thanksgiving, I would always come home for Christmas because I had a month off for Christmas break. So I would come home, we would have family time, and then I'd go back to school. So I'm pretty sure I have always been home for Christmas. And usually as an adult, what we do is we will have Christmas either at my parents' house or at my sister's house, because that's really the only two places we'll go. And we have our Christmas morning. My dad sometimes will make chorizo and eggs and orange cinnamon rolls for breakfast. And it might be a little dicey for me since I don't eat meat anymore. So I might just have to have my orange cinnamon rolls and either bring my sausage, which I can't eat, and just have that in my own little snobby California side dish that no one else gets to eat. But so we'll have breakfast and open presents, kind of hang out, you know, just have family time before Christmas dinner. But I remember when I was a kid, my sister is, I think, how old are you, Jessica? I think she's like 6 years older than me. How old am I? 24, she's 30, yeah. So my sister's 6 years older than me, my brother's a year older than me. So there's like an age gap, and then my brother and I are pretty close in age, but still, when we were all still like kids and home for Christmas, we would set our alarms to get up at 6 in the morning every Christmas, and my sister would go and start a fire, and we would get to open our stockings and then our one present from Santa. And so we would just hang out in the living room and wait for my mom and dad to get up. Usually they'd get up around like 7 or so we'd have just enough time to, you know, like get the fire going, possibly make sure the coffee pot was going for them. I don't know if we were that ahead in like being on it for morning type stuff, but so we do our stockings and hang out, maybe put on some TV and wait for them to get up. Then my parents would wake up and we'd have our whole like Christmas present opening, and that was pretty much it for the morning. And then Christmas dinner was usually a prime rib. That's what our family does because we're bougie as heck. So my parents would make dinner, and I feel like maybe it's Christmas Eve, but I keep thinking it's Christmas. Also, this is like a furry collar, and it keeps touching my face, so that's what this is all about. I'm not just like, oh, it's so beautiful. So I think we used to go to Christmas Eve service, if I remember correctly, on occasion. That was a thing, I think, at one point. Anyway, so that's usually what my family would do for Christmas. And I remember the one Christmas that I remember the most, only because it was like a big Christmas. I don't remember why, like maybe my mom did a lot of massages that year or whatever, but we had an influx of money. So my parents really went hard on Christmas, and they got us like every single thing we had on our list. And then we got, I think that was the year that we got like the Nintendo 64 throwback, and my siblings and I would play Super Mario Brother all the time, because that's what we did back in the late 90s / early 2000s, was we played our games and such. It was in a magical time before social media. And yeah, so that was the most memorable. And then I get the most flack about one year, I guess. I should probably preface this story by saying, like, I was a demon child a little bit. Like, for the most part, I was a good kid, but, like, there were some things that I used to do that I look back on now and I'm like, you're such a brat. Because there was one year that we had Christmas and we were opening presents, and I got something, and I was so vehemently upset about it. And I was like, this wasn't even on my list. And, like, that thing makes me want to cringe now, because I'm always so grateful for what I get as an adult, and especially being like poor, like anything literally is an awesome gift. And so my little child version of me that was so ungrateful for whatever it was, I don't even remember at this point, but I'm just like, why you do this? Like, you're such a brat. So that was the thing that happened once too. But what we used to do for Christmas Eve, back when I was like really young, I think this was like, it had to have been before I was like in middle school, because my great-grandma still lived in her own house. So my great-grandma, shout out to Bertie Dix, R.I.P., she used to do Christmas Eve every year, and I remember she would have like sort of a smaller tree, but there would be like a million presents, because there's like me and all my cousins. There's not like a ton of us, but there's like enough of us. It's like there's a lot of presents under that tree. So all my cousins and everybody would go to my great-grandma's house, and the adults would have 1, 2, 3 punch, which is the famous Thanksgiving punch that made me sick in Vegas that one year. But so my great-grandma would make like so many cookies, like cookies coming out of your ears, literally everywhere. We would have crab salad, hot German potato salad, because my great-grandma was German, like just so much food. And I remember like, it was just so fun, because it was like every year we'd go to grandma's house and have Christmas Eve. We'd like dress up for no reason really, because it's like, we're going to the kitchen. What are you doing, Kathy? But I just remember like always doing that. And then at some point my great-grandma had to move in with my grandma, because she had Alzheimer's disease and dementia. I think she had Alzheimer's. Don't quote me on that, because I could be wrong. But either way, she was getting very old and couldn't live on her own anymore, so she moved in with my grandma. And then we did Christmas Eve at my grandma's for a while, and then it would kind of switch. Sometimes we would like go up for Christmas Eve, other times we'd go up Christmas Day, sometimes it would be later, but Christmas is supposed to be about family, and that's what it's going to be for us this year, because lucky for us being me and the lobster, shout out to you over there playing Yeehaw Skyrim, or whatever it is you do when I'm doing this stuff. So this year, all of our family basically is going to be in the same town we are. So we'll just be able to do Christmas hopping. So all of my siblings are coming. One of my cousins is coming down, and my uncle's coming, and my grandma's coming. I don't think my grandma has been to my parents' house probably since I graduated high school. She might have come down for my college graduation, but again, that was almost 4 years ago, so it's big times, big exciting times for our house, so very excited for Christmas this year. And yeah, I got, in typical middle child fashion, Jeff, my brother's present is the last one to come. It'll be here tomorrow, and actually, sneaky spoiler alert, my best friend's Christmas present is coming tomorrow, but I might want to order some more stuff to give after Christmas to go with it, but at any rate, we're pretty much set. We're going to make some pozole today, so that's going to be an exciting time. And yeah, I think I've covered all of the Christmas traditions. Also, this year I think we're going to be doing possibly some cranberry Moscow mules, so I'm very excited for that. But just a little PSA, everyone, be safe, stay home if you're going to drink, or get someone who's the sober Sally to drive you around, because Christmas is a hot time for the checkpoints and people to be out and about. And also just be safe, it's not worth all the flack that you get for that. So that's my PSA moment. So taking my serious hat off. And anyway, happy holidays to everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoy this little setup we got going on here. And yeah, I will see you guys next weekend. Is probably the last time. Let's do a quick calendar check here. Good thing I put the phone on silencio. So yeah, next weekend is the New Year's episode, and I have I might skip this because I have an actual video idea that I want to do, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys for watching. Also, big news, I can make custom thumbnails now, so maybe we'll see if that works. If not, cool, but hopefully I can do my custom thumbnails now because I'm officially kind of a real YouTube person. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. Happy holidays, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye!